We have got to get into the newest season of 90 Day Fiancé. This is the original one, so not before or after the 90 days. And it's my second 90 Day Fiancé series, so I'm proud of myself. Jumping right into things, our first couple is Jessica and Juan.
My fiance's name is Juan. I always say it like a white girl.
They're in Wyoming, which is kind of like the middle of nowhere. No offense if you're from Wyoming. But I just couldn't get past all of the cow poop they were showing and stumping into it.
Ew.
It was a bit much. But once we got into her story, pretty much she was married and she had those 2 kids with her ex-husband. They made a deal with 2 of their other friends to do a cruise together in a year. Once that year came around, they were no longer together. They were divorced and apparently not in a good place.
Me and Tim, my ex-husband, were like no longer together. We were not in a good place. And so I really debated up until like the final days before, like, should I go on the cruise? Maybe I shouldn't. Then I was like, okay, I'm gonna go. He can do what he wants. I'll do what I want.
Assuming it was not refundable. So they went on the cruise together, did their own separate thing, and that is when she met Juan. Juan was the flirty bartender that I guess took it to the next level. I have yet to go on a cruise, but I keep hearing about all these love stories. So between traveling abroad and going backpacking, which is what a lot of people do and find their fiancés, to going on a cruise, I need to start doing something. They quickly fell for each other. She would visit him a lot in Colombia, which is where he's from. And on the 5th visit, that's when he proposed to her.
Colombia is when Juan proposed. Look at that ring. I was just so happy.
Once she got back to America a few days later, she discovered she was pregnant. So the newborn baby that she's holding is his.
Hi, little handsome boy. He's like exactly like daddy in all ways.
Now her story is getting him to Wyoming, and he's about to be the father to not only the newborn, but to her 2 kids as well. And they aren't the calmest of kids.
My life in Torrington is pretty normal. Stop! I have 3 amazing boys.
I do like her. She's my favorite so far. She seems wholesome. I don't think there's much scandalous things that you can do. Well, I could be wrong, but I do like her. It's just easy to tell that it's going to be a lot for him to come in and be a father of 3.
Time to wake up. Time to wake up, Dan. Dan, wake up.
Even when their child was born, he wasn't there because of the cruise. And I'm not sure the situation with cruise contracts, because I know you're in the middle of the ocean, but at different stops, I would assume that your child being born is a reason to take time off. Even when he did see his child, I think 2 months later, it was only for half a day. So living your life, being a bartender on the cruise for years and coming to parent not only 1, but 3 children is going to be a lot. And it won't be 90 Day Fiancé if there isn't any scandals.
8 months after Juan and I had been engaged, a lady reached out to me and had said that she had met Juan on a cruise and that they had hooked up, and I was really confused by it.
He, of course, denied it, but there's a lot to unpack there. Why and how did this lady know to message Jessica and tell her this? Plus, Jessica already has a lot of insecurities with their relationship with him being the fun bartender on the cruise, and it's so easy to cheat, which, you know, that's the situation they were in. Not saying that they were cheating, but it's just that type of environment. So yeah, Juan, you got some explaining to do, and I love that her friends are backing her up.
Juan gets here, I definitely want to have a conversation with him. I don't know if he'll be expecting that. I think he thinks maybe it's in the past and we're done with it, but I'm not done. I still have questions I need answered, and I will be getting those.
I can't wait to see how this unfolds. Even when they all picked him up from the airport, I could tell from his face.
When we start driving.
Why do you see what our life is?
Yeah. Do you see what our life is?
It's about to be a lot, because just like he said and a lot of the other couples have said, it's not vacation, it's permanent living. So there's going to be a wake-up call. Next, we have Matt and Amani. They've been together since college, so it's like a cute love story. They have 2 beautiful kids. They're just talking about their lives. And I'm just thinking, okay, where is the 90 Day Fiancé? Why are y'all here? And boom, as soon as the kids go to bed, that's when they pull out the laptop and play with their 90-day fiance.
Very fast.
I am hot. I don't know for what, but I need help, please.
Who's that?
Our patient has arrived.
Oh, hello.
I believe y'all are on the wrong show. Y'all need to be rebooting and bringing back Seeking Sister Wives. That's the show y'all need to be on, not 90 Day Fiancé, because what are y'all doing? They met her at a club and brought her back to the hotel room, did their little thing, and apparently caught feelings and fell in love. So after a year, they want to bring her to America to live with them so they can be a full throuple. But the only way to do that is to marry her. But there's a twist because they're already married. So the only way they can, well, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna let her say it.
Our only option is to get legally divorced so that one of us can apply for the K-1 visa and bring her to the US.
This lady fully just incriminated herself. Does she not know that this is illegal? There needs to be a specific section of Homeland Security dedicated to watch seasons of this show because y'all are trying to get away with fraud and just putting it all out there for the world to see. The fact that she said that with a straight face and she is serious about it, girl, even her friends that she tried to talk to told her like, hey, we like to have fun. One of the friends was spilling a little too much tea about himself.
Okay, but have you done like polyamorous relationships or?
The lady I was with,
Your ex?
yep, I remember her. We dabbled, yeah, with other women in our relationships.
How did that go?
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. Believe me, a lot of fun. Several different ladies. But the thing is I learned that I became jealous.
Love whoever and however many people you want. However, the thing I have a problem with, aside from the literal crime, is they're doing all of this. They met this lady, you know, only a year, and they are fully talking about seriously getting a divorce and marrying her to bring her here. And they have 2 kids. Y'all can do whatever y'all want to do, but when y'all have small kids and you're not even thinking about that or considering that, that's when I have a problem. I don't know what to expect with this couple. In the trailer, it seems that there are some tense moments.
Honey.
Done. Come
Really?
on. No, I am done.
Honey.
We will see where this goes. Next, we have Shekinah and Harper. Now, they've confused me the most because I don't really know their story. Majority of the episode is just them with all their work done, strutting through town. He's on the way to his visa appointment to see if he can get approved to come from Turkey to America because she's, of course, if you can't tell, is from Los Angeles. A lot of the episode is just her waiting. Towards the end, she does reveal more to where I'm like, okay, this is where the drama is. His parents are older, and if he does get approved and come to America, it will be a very long time before he can come back home, and he supports his family a lot.
It will be a long time before he can come back to Turkey to see his family again. It's just knowing that he's so far away from his parents, and they're getting older, and it's just, you know, he's an only child. He's their everything.
I'm like, girl, why are you taking this man away from his parents when you know this is the case? Your little Tisa is not a good enough peace offering. So we leave on the cliffhanger of figuring out if he got approved or not. I kind of don't care. Then we get to Stevie and Maddie. Now, Stevie is an artist, in her words, that does not pay the bills. So she also teaches English. And I'm like, okay, girl, period. Get your coin. But when we saw the classes, I'm like very confused.
Here where I live, we say y'all, which is a combination of you and all.
What do you call Wednesdays?
We call Wednesday hump day.
You sitting up here teaching people English and teaching people y'all and that we call Wednesday. What school or platform are you teaching this to? Because it needs to be immediately reported. What's even worse is her fiance was one of her students.
But there was one guy unlike any other student. Maddie stood out from my other students appearance-wise because he was very intimidating to look at. It wasn't even Maddie's looks that grabbed my attention. It was that he came overly prepared. He was the only student that would show up with a list of questions to ask me.
Ma'am, I'm gonna need you to log out of whatever university or platform you're on and just shut it down. Now she is working overtime to try to get him in America. And the reason why she has to work overtime,
There was a lot going on in the news.
America is not on good terms with them, so there are a lot of restrictions. If that doesn't sound like a scam, I don't know what is. She's also trying to convince her elderly father to approve of her getting married and just bringing up the guy, but also her dad is, as she said, very red, white, and blue, which told me everything I needed to know.
My dad bleeds red, white, and blue, so I don't know how he's gonna feel about me bringing a boy from a country that supposedly hates us.
Even from the comment that he made about the name.
That's a he?
Dad!
We keep saying that person.
Stop, stop,
no.
stop,
Yeah.
stop now.
What's his name?
Maddie.
The guy?
Yeah, but my name's Stevie.
Yeah. This sounds like a hot mess situation. Clearly her father, who is pro-American, is not going to be on board with this. It seems like she's used to wearing him out because she said that he has all these health problems, but she's bringing her car over to him so he can work on it, and he's struggling getting around the car.
Can't do this anymore, Stephen.
Can we do it?
You just stand there and look pretty and that'll be good enough. Just getting old.
Do you want to stop for a minute? Sit down, rest.
Girl, if you don't take that car to a mechanic and let your dad rest, she's just dropping bomb after bomb after bomb. She's pretty much stuck with this situation because he's on the way. I think she said he was coming the next day. So we shall see how this plays out. That is another case for Homeland Security to keep their eye on. And lastly, we have Mr. Mark and Mina. Mark is 58 and he's flying planes out of his backyard.
My house is here. My airplane's inside the hangar here, so I mean, it couldn't get any better than this.
Even though that's a very cool flex, I would hate to be your neighbor. Between the loud noises, the wind, and being scared that you're gonna crash through my house, no. He's in New Hampshire, but I also don't know, how is it possible you can park a plane in your garage and just fly? Like, huh? Also, are the neighbors okay with him just taking over their whole backyard? I got a lot of questions. But anyway, Mark has been married and is divorced, and now he is dating Mina. As soon as she popped up on the screen, I was like, girl, get that bag.
God.
He's 58 and she is 35. Yeah. He's like, I don't know why she looked at me.
And we kind of locked eyes. I don't know why she was staring at me because she'd probably pick any guy in the place.
Sir, you know why. And we all know why. But this story just keeps getting juicier and juicier. Not only did she secure that bag with him, but then come to find out she was pregnant and had a whole baby with him. That secured times, let me stop.
My daughter Maria, unfortunately, not unfortunately, it's a cool place to be born. She was born in Paris.
So now he is wanting to bring her to America, and this is when his children and the rest of his whole family draw the line. He meets up with his older daughters, and she pretty much brings up the concern of, look, we've already had to accept you having a baby with her, but now that you're trying to bring her over and marry her, we gotta talk. The saddest part of this whole thing was he was clearly not listening to her.
Your feelings and concerns way big on me. It's hard to hear and talk about a little bit because I thought everything was good in Paris, and I wish maybe it would have gone different.
She brought up valid concerns and she was very straight and direct with it. No beating around the bush. And he's just like, Well, there's a 2% chance that I may be getting scammed.
You really feel like she's in it for the right reasons and not just because she wants to come to the U.S. and because you pay for everything?
Maybe that's a 2% fear. I want to make sure I'm looking at this fully, and this is the rest of my life too.
And I don't want to immediately call this lady, you know, a gold digger or like accusing her of using him for his money, but all of the signs are red. And the first times they met her, she was late because she had to have glam.
My brother and I went to Paris to meet Mina and for Maria, the baby's baptism. There was a cocktail hour, there was a catered dinner, multiple open bars. It was very over the top for a baptism party. And Mina was about 4 hours late to the party and kind of left my whole family there while she was getting glammed up. It didn't feel like my family being there was much of a priority to her.
Y'all tell me.
I mean, let me ask the audience.
I feel like Mark knows exactly what the deal is, but he's just letting it happen. I don't know how much money he has, obviously a lot, but he feels like he can just throw money on the problem and that would fix it. But that's kind of what put him in this predicament now. To make matters worse, he tells his daughter that they are about to be trying for another child, which was kind of her idea. Mark, he is going through an extended midlife crisis, cause sir. And then another straight and direct conversation that the daughter had with him was about a prenup. Are you gonna do a prenup? And that's when he's like, I don't know. Come to find out, the last girl he talked to, which when they showed the flashback, that told me everything I needed to know.
Started dating a younger girl named Jade. So things got pretty serious between Jade and I. At one point, I brought up a prenup because I just was going through a divorce and lawyers and dealing with that, and she flipped out on me, and ultimately our relationship fell apart.
So, you know what, Mark, if you want to get scammed, go ahead and spend all that money. I just pray that his children and the rest of the family can just, it's hard to say it, but move on past him, because it does not seem like he's going to change. They haven't come to Jesus, seems like, in the trailer, which causes a homegirl to get mad.
Let's talk to you more about a prenup.
We're gonna do that. Yeah.
You think I come just for your money, Mark? You too? Your contract.
So I will be tuning in. I think new episodes come out on Sundays, so I will be catching it then. As always, full episodes with my commentary is on my Patreon. That's linked in the description. And yeah, we shall see what comes of this season. But I'm serious. Homeland Security, get on it.